This is Blunt Talk, your source for good inspirational news only. With your host, Gino Arcaro.
Be more or be less? It's your biggest decision today. In his book, Soul of a Lifter, Gino inspires you to make the right decision. Compete on the only stage that really matters, real life. Purchase Soul of a Lifter today at Amazon.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good inspirational news only. There's enough depressing news in the world. We won't contribute to it. Today's podcast is a blast. A shorter 5-minute version, a motivational speech, top 1,000 workout song of the day, and no guest. Here's real life lesson number 8,551 that I've taught to football players for 40 years and college law enforcement students for 2 decades. Complain about a lot, be complained about a lot. Complainers are not simply an annoyance and team sabotagers. They can cause brain damage to self and to others. Research shows that exposure to just 30 minutes of complaining per day by you or anyone else kills brain cells. Let me repeat that. Just 30 minutes exposure to complaining. Not 30 hours, not 30 days, not 30 weeks. Just 30 minutes. It doesn't matter who the source is of the complaining, you or someone else. For self-preservation, I have included in both our football team code of conduct and college program code of conduct a total ban on complaining. My team and program has a zero tolerance for complaining for mental health reasons, for the complainer's health and the complaint taker's health. Complaining is a psychological problem, ladies and gentlemen, that reveals major character flaws. Complaining is a manifestation of extreme weakness in mind, body, and soul, and extreme sadness, even depression, that has developed to chronic habitual levels due to repeated rewards. I've taught students and athletes that complainers get complained about. Complainers develop a negative reputation spread by word of mouth. Complainers get complained about as an early warning method throughout a network that alerts others of potential health hazards. Once you develop a reputation of being a complainer, you get cut. You won't make it. You won't cut it in a team. You won't cut it in business. And you won't get hired when you compete for your dream job. The good news is there's a cure for chronic complainers. The solution is high performance leadership. Find a coach or a mentor who has a proven track record for training high performers from scratch. Test yourself today, ladies and gentlemen. Calculate your time of exposure to complaining by you or your team. If it's over 30 minutes per day, find a coach, find a mentor who has the courage, the conviction, and the commitment to transform you and your team in mind, body, and soul to eliminate all complaining. Top 1,000 workout song of the day, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. It's a masterpiece. Released in 1984, year 15 of my 48-year workout streak. I visit 1984 during every workout. I love 2017, but I loved 1984 just as much. Contrary to popular myth, I don't drop the past. I visit the past. I celebrate the past. I embrace the past because the past, good and bad, lifts me. 1984 was my rookie head coach season as a football coach in high school. It was hell. A winless season, 0-10. But I learned how to win by studying hell, by studying failure. Investigating losing taught me the real life lessons of winning. The first lesson is to lift, dual meaning. Lift souls, lift weights. The more you lift, the more you win. The less you lift, the less you win. Lifting, both kinds, is a joyous expression of the soul and the strongest expression of love for your team. For whom the bell tolls, $1.29 on iTunes, guaranteed to lift. 3 days ago, Blunt Talk Podcast reached our 79th country. Thank you to our worldwide audience. Much love. Blessings and all good things. Peace.
Tune in tomorrow for another 5-minute podcast blast and more excerpts from Soul of a Lifter by Gino Arcaro.